So, I was always wondering, what was your first job? What did you do first before you were a lawyer?
Well, when I was younger, I used to babysit, and then I was a camp counselor for many years. So I've always kind of grown up in that environment, working with children and being around children. And then really being a lawyer was my first grown-up job. Out of law school, I clerked for a judge for a year in Baltimore City, and then I went to start practicing family law, and I've been doing it ever since.
So that's interesting. It was family law from the beginning for you, like from the very beginning.
It was actually, and I guess it was my background of growing up and always wanting to help people and liking to work with children too, made me get to where I was and determined I really liked family law, and that was always my goal.
The way the law is set up for family law is all about equity and fairness. So the end result is supposed to be, by definition, fairness. So we're actually litigating to get to the point of fairness, is the way I look at it. And so I think it's cool that you were drawn to that. You early on were able to recognize that was an area of the law where you're helping people, as opposed to sort of tearing people down, which is the misconception about our area of the law.
And your interest goes way back to the playground, so
yeah,
I like that as well.
Right. Going back to like my childhood, there would be a dispute that would happen on the playground, and I was always the one that would intervene and mediate, and I would put the two friends on either side, and I would go back and forth and settle their dispute and get everybody back together again so we could keep playing our games. Looking back, I was probably sort of destined to become an attorney. I love the fact that the day can change in an instant. People are asking us to get involved in their lives, and it's super impactful, and it's very quick, and it takes quick responsiveness. That excitement of what the day could bring kind of makes me driven to go to work every day, but it also makes me sort of have wrinkles and be tired at the end of the day as well.
I hear you.
How about you? What do you think? What makes you sort of push through the day and work hard all day long?
I think what makes me push through the day the most is when I hear from clients that I have directly impacted them. I have a case that I've been working on for probably about 8 years. We keep going back to court in this case, and we had an emergency, and we ended up filing an emergency hearing, and he got custody of his child. And he looked over to me, and he goes to me, and he goes, "Finally, somebody listened to me. Thank you." And of course, he gets tears in his eyes, and then I'm starting there getting tears in my eyes, and we're still sitting in court, mind you. But it was a really beautiful moment for me, just to know that after all those years, and it's still going, that he really felt like somebody listened to him, and it finally went his way. And this child is doing fabulously in his father's care. He's still in his father's care, but that was always gonna stay with me.
Yeah, and you can remember what it felt like at that moment where
I still get teared up when I think about it. It was a really special moment for me and for him too. And I saw now how well this child is doing now that somebody listened to him, and now this child's with his dad and he's doing great.
That's great. See, that's what it's all about, right? That's what the family law practice is all about.
Yeah. Can we get some more drinks over here? I'm almost out. Alex, why is yours still full?
I don't drink. It's all for you.
I'll take another one.